Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead reading. Now this is the second time I've had to record this because I had doubted myself whether I said Sagittarius at the beginning of the last video, and I drew out your energy cards. Now I never edit my videos because what you see is what you get. So I'm leaving the energy cards here for you to see. So we've already drawn them. And one is all tied up. So this is a feeling of feeling like I perceive this as a bit like the devil energy. You're tied to you're feeling loyal to a situation, a person, family member. And then we've got man holding a heart. So again, he's holding the purse strings of the relationship, is what it feels like to me. So we're going to clarify though with no, we're not clarifying, we're doing the tarot first, then we'll clarify. We're using the Star Tarot by Kathy McClelland. These are a new set, absolutely love them. Slightly big for my little hands. So anyway, let's get on with this. Dear Spirit Guides and Angels, please join me in the reading for Sagittarius and make it helpful, hopeful and healing. I hadn't started your tarot reading, by the way. I just pulled those cards and then something in my mind thought, I need to start again. So that's what I did. Trust your instincts. Okay, thank you. Oh, we've got two cards out. 8 of Wands and the 7 of Wands in your general energy, or your focus for next week, I should say. Your opportunity is the 4 of Swords. Your challenge is the Fool. The Lovers, interesting, is what you don't see coming. And the Ace of Swords. So to have the 7 and the 8 of Wands as your general energy is kind of like saying, the 7 of Wands is about, so first of all, Wands are our creativity, our zest for life, our determination. The 7 of Wands is about you having your say and sticking to your guns and having your own boundaries. Now the 8 of Wands is about very fast energy, something happening very, very quickly. Maybe you are going to have to almost protect your boundaries next week. I'm really drawn to the fact that they've drawn a circle of, I can't make if they're shells or pebbles, and then they've put those fire sticks, if you like, around it, and they're stood in the middle, and it's like you're protecting your boundaries next week. Maybe because something that this 8 of Wands is bringing in very, very quickly, something that is very demanding of you. It's a very, very quick energy. The 4 of Swords is your opportunity. Now that's funny, isn't it? Because it feels like there's a lot of movement next week, but what they're saying, you've got to take the opportunity to rest. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's, that's your boundary that you're going to have to set to say no. I'm not taking on all this. Again, this could be a work issue, but the 4 of Swords is the rest, relaxation and repair. Again, look how she's been protected. In her lovely little cocoon with bears above her. I'm really drawn to the fact that she feels quite grounded there too. I think there's a real little message here to say, don't get swept up with this 8 of Wands next week. Just remain calm, collected, grounded. And by putting some sort of boundary around you, you will remain almost separated from whatever's going to happen or going on. The Fool is your challenge. Now, the Fool as a challenge to me is like you feel like you've got the world on your shoulders next week. Perhaps that's why you need to rest. That There's this feeling of being stuck, yeah, all tied up. And then we have the Lovers, which is what you don't see coming. You're going to have a choice to do with this, maybe a relationship, friendship, somebody who's very close or dear to your heart. And then we have the Ace of Swords as your advice and outcome. And as the swords are the mental suit, and the Ace of Swords is all about having mental clarity, having an idea, a ta-da, moments are kind of like, oh wow, now I can start this, but it's also about focusing just on one thing and one thing only, and getting that one thing, reaching that goal of that one thing that you want to do, rather than a little bit of 10 things, if that makes sense. That Four of Swords is also, in the Rider Waite tarot, the Four of Swords, she has 3 swords above her, and the 4th sword is golden and laying underneath her. And it's like, because she's able to rest, relax, and repair, she's able then to focus more clearly on decisions that she needs to make, or they need to make. And I really feel like that's why that Four of Swords is there too, especially with the advice of the Ace of Swords. Again, with the man holding the heart, and we have the Lovers here, I do think it's something to do with a friendship, relationship, something that's a matter of somebody dear to your heart. So the 7 and 8 of Wands, let's see, why are you here? Let's just clarify with one card for the 7 and 8 of Wands. For Sagittarius. Now, Wands are your suit, so as well as Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So it's not like you can't handle it, is what I'm saying. That's clarified by the 5 of Wands. This is about competition, strong egos. Again, it could be work related. People around you that are just, they are, there's no I in team with them. It's just all about them, what they can achieve. Never mind anybody else, what they bring to the table. It's also about bickering and arguing, and having that egotistical energies around you. But as I say, there's nothing you can't handle. The 4 of Swords, I feel like now is you just ignoring them all. Let's have a look. Why do we have the 4 of Swords here? Please and thank you for Sagittarius. Oh, you got the 7 of Wands again. 9 of Swords. And the Empress. Yes. So the 7 of Wands. It's about setting boundaries. Look at her. She's sitting there. She's sticking to her guns. She is protecting her boundaries again. She's ignoring the naysayers. She's ignoring those 5 of Wands. She's got the 9 of Swords as an opportunity. Now, along with that 4 of Swords, it's exactly what I just said. It's because you are able to rest, relax, repair. You're able to look at a situation, ideas, whatever decisions need to be made in a more logical manner and face those ideas, because the 9 of Swords is all about going to bed with everything, at 2 o'clock in the morning on your mind. And for some reason, during the day, we tend to ignore that, what was on your mind. I don't know about you, I do, put your head in the sand and think, oh, what was I worried about? And then you go to bed and worry about exactly the same thing again. And this is a vicious circle, But this is to say, by looking at it with, a more healthier, relaxed manner, you can face those fears. The Empress is just telling you that there are better things on the horizon too. The Empress is about abundance. She can make things, she's very creative. She makes things happen. She gives birth to ideas. She gives birth. She's a mum. It's absolutely beautiful. The Fool is your challenge. And it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, I think. There's no, you're struggling to see an alternative or a new beginning. Ooh! We've got the Knight of Swords, we've got the Three of Swords, and we've got Judgment. So the Knight of Swords is about something, you making your mind up and you doing it, and it's like, you know, right, let's focus on this. We are going to. But the Knight of Swords is a challenge, is somebody who is quite pushy, and they're very persuasive in their manner, in their words. They're almost like, I want to say, I've never said this, almost like blackmailing kind of energy to get you to do something. They're like a bull in a china shop. They're not interested in people's emotions. They just want to focus on what they need and get it done. And then they're off. You've got the Three of Swords as a challenge. It's saying that in the past, perhaps you've been hurt. Maybe this Knight of Swords did that. They would be an air sign, or attributed to an air sign, I should say. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Again, Three of Swords is another air sign. The Knight of Swords as a challenge can also be that you are not able to put your words into action for some reason. Are you put, again, this weight of the weight on your shoulders is making you feel almost like you want to go inside, you know, and sort of hibernate. And then you've got Judgment. And this is about, yeah, about you not being able to be yourself and stand up and say exactly what you want to say. But there is an opportunity for you to do that here. That's Seven of Wands, don't forget. Stick to your guns. Judgment is just, or you're for fear of being judged by others. Now, the Lovers is here as an opportunity, what you don't see coming. Let's see, why do we have the Lovers? It's a beautiful card, look at that. Incredible, these cards. So much symbology on it. Why do we have the Lovers here? Please and thank you for Sagittarius. I wonder if it's something to do with this man holding a heart. Seven of Cups again. That's come out in the last 3 times. So is the World. And I think this is exactly the same as Virgo's. So the Seven of Cups, yeah, you've got a choice to make to do with this relationship or somebody close to your heart. The advice of the Seven of Cups is variety is the spice of life. Don't think that all you've got there is what's in front of you. Take off the rose-tinted glasses. There may be other things to see. You've got the World. Something is coming to an end to do with this. But it's your choice. You have the choice. This is what Lovers is about. It's all about choices. Seven of Cups is about choices of the heart. And the World is here to say whatever you've ready to start again, you're learning lessons from the past to go to your next chapter. And then you've got the Nine of Cups, which is beautiful. It's wish fulfillment. Again, it's what you want. This is happiness, relief even. Kind of reads to me that you're relieved that something's coming to an end, maybe to do with a relationship or a friendship, or, as I say, somebody close to your heart. The Ace of Swords is your advice and outcome. And it's just like, focus on one thing and one thing only. Why do we have the Ace of Swords here, please and thank you? Clarified by the Tower. Not surprised to see that. The Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. For some of you, this is definitely well, it's definitely big change because you've got the Tower. And from how I'm reading this is that you were in the past very strong, independent, financially, even standing on your own 2 feet, and you can do that again. We've got the nostalgia card. This is what's making me think that this is a return, a big change is happening. And you will return to being that strong, independent person. By focusing just on one thing. And it's also about the Nine of Pentacles, it's about enjoying the fruits of your labour. It's been really hard work. She or they have built up their pentacles, their worth, their self-worth, their finances even. And they're able to start looking at it and enjoying it. So I'm going to say that's a really interesting. I'm going to stop myself from saying interesting. That's a great reading. I said to myself and the other, right, this is the Greenwich Tarot. Preserve, you've got, oh my gosh, look at this. And it's security, forethought, and thrift. Look, oh my gosh, such beautiful cards. So let's refer to the little booklet for that. Do you know what? I read that as persevere then, but it's actually preserve. I know I said it as preserve, but I read it as persevere, bizarrely. 87 is the page, and the message of this card is the preserve card reminds you that small gestures accumulate over time. Keep an eye out for areas where you can be thrifty with your time and energy. This doesn't mean you have to deprive yourself now. Enjoy your harvest. Just don't use it all at once simply because it's there. So I hope you enjoyed that reading, Sagittarius. Let me know how it resonates. Thank you for all your lovely comments, by the way. And I'll catch up with you next week. Take care.